guys, welcome to my last video of 2023. I personally prefer the astrological new year, but for the sake of the majority of what people are celebrating, this is my last video for 2023. So I just want to share that 2023 has been a successful year for me. Not necessarily physically successful, which we still gonna get there. I'm still gonna get there. But spiritually and emotionally, mentally, every other aspect of life except for physically has been a successful year for me, especially over the last few months. I've been on a journey, kind of like a self-discovery soul journey. And it wasn't planned. I wasn't planning it at all, but I think my soul had other plans. And, God and universe had other plans for me. But I honestly can't complain too much because I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. I've gotten closer to the divine. My relationship with God has gotten so much stronger. And there's a couple things that I've learned and come to appreciate that I want to share with y'all. So first is that if you got God in your corner, if you got the universe in your corner, you really have nothing to worry about. And it's all about learning how to trust and have faith that God is in your corner. And that's one of the biggest things that I've had to learn. That's one of the biggest and hardest lessons I've had to learn over the last few months, is that having God in my corner means that I'm taken care of, that I will always be taken care of, because there's been plenty of times on this journey where I was just really uncertain about how things were going to go, and God showed up every time. Sometimes it was the little things, sometimes it was, bigger things. And, the first half of this journey, I was just really worried about, where my life was going and how I'm gonna, take care of myself, because I feel like this journey has really has been a journey of me going into my North Node, which I'm not a, astrology aficionado. I don't know everything about astrology, but I know enough to kind of delve in it for myself. But basically your North Node is about who you need to step into, or your highest potential for this lifetime. And mine is in Capricorn. So for me specifically, that was about putting myself out there, especially like business wise, entrepreneur wise, and breaking away from kind of like that security blanket of home. And I'm a homebody. I love being at home. Like, I like to be out and about as well, but I love to be at home. I love to know, where my life is going. I like to know what's happening next in my life. And over the last few months, I've not had that luxury at all. So I can say that I've definitely successfully stepped into my North Node. Just being out here and navigating the world on my own, which is honestly not something I thought I would ever step into. But once I started delving into, astrology, just trying to learn more about myself, I saw how it was important for the balance of my soul to to really step into that scary energy. It was scary. There is a book that I'd read on a little bit to kind of help me navigate my North Node, and I'll put it in the description box. I believe it's called Astrology for the Soul by Jen Spiller, and I got a PDF online, so I see if I can put the link down below. But anyway, yeah, just knowing that I can step out on faith and trust that God is in my corner, that the universe is always gonna be there for me to lead me to the right people, the right places, the right things at the right time, has been one of the biggest lessons and hardest lessons for me to grasp. And the wonderful thing is, even though I was worried and kind of stressed out and, fearing the unknown, God didn't let me down not one time. Not one time. God always showed up. Even when it seemed like, I was just about to lose control of my whole life, God showed up. And so that's one thing that I want to share with you all, so that you can kind of take it with you in 2024. I'm definitely going to take it with me in 2024. And of course, everybody's going to have their own challenges where they kind of have to learn to trust the universe and know that God's always got your back. The other thing is that I learned that society, these systems that we depend on for our livelihood, the government, the workforce, all of that, it's not the end all be all of our livelihood. It's really not. I believe that we were made to be just a community and be in unity with each other. That kind of ties into the oneness principle. And I definitely agree with that principle, because none of us can make it out here on our own. There will be times where you be on your own, and those will be the times where God will be with you the most. But God also works through other people. God works through people. God works through circumstances. And so I've learned that there is community, there is provision, there are infinite ways for you to be taken care of outside of this system that we have all seemed to gotten wrapped up in. And I've had the opportunity to kind of sit outside of that system for the last 4 months or so, and God has allowed me to run into people that are generous and that are helpful and that really just have a good heart. And that's not to say that everybody out here is going to help everybody. Not everybody has gotten there. Not everybody has grown to that heart posture. But I believe that there has to be a balance. Once again, there has to be a balance of us knowing that, that yes, there are systems in place in which we can uphold our livelihood, but there are also people, places, and resources outside of the systems in place that can help us to uphold our livelihood. And that's another big thing that I've learn. And it's all about just allowing the divine to lead you. There would be an infinite a number of nudges and, dreams and visions, and sometimes you'll hear things, and these are things that you notice when you really tap into like your spirit. But you'll notice that you start being led and guided to all of the right places, all of the right people. It'll always be on time. That's one thing that I have experienced is, once again, God always show up and it's always on time. It's not really ever when I feel like it should be or when I feel like I want it to be, but divine timing is definitely, it's a thing. Like, divine timing is real, and divine timing is not always at your satisfaction. And that's one of the things that I have to just kind of like accept over these last 4 months. But overall, I just wanted to share with y'all that I feel like I've had a successful 2023 when it comes to my spiritual life. And I wanted to share those lessons with y'all that I'm definitely going to take into 2024. I hope it can help you to gain a deeper perspective, gain more insight on how your soul and your spirit needs to be balanced with your physical life. And you may not have to go on the journey that I went on. This journey was specifically tailored to me by my soul, by God, by the universe. But we will all have our own lessons and challenges in life that will further ingrain those lessons into our soul. So I just want to say that I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of 2023. And I will see y'all in my first video for 2024. Be well.